And we are back with Playbill with Jackie Walsh and our guest from Greenfield Community College, Tom Geha, who is putting on The Elephant Man, an incredible story. Jackie.
We today have Tom, who's the head of the GCC Theater Department, who's been working on this play. I think we're close to the 2-year mark because of COVID. Oh my gosh. So how are you, Tom?
I'm doing really good, Jackie. It's so fun. Listening to you and Buzz talk about all the wonderful work you were doing, I forgot that I had to speak. I thought I was listening to the radio just now. So
you sort of are.
I thought I was driving in my car and listening to the radio. But no, I'm at home remotely as well. And we open. We'll be performing that the end of April, early May of next spring.
Mm-hmm.
2 years.
Great. Yeah.
Late, but better late than never.
So just give us some background. Like, how long have you been at GCC?
We moved here from Los Angeles in 2012, and got the job at GCC. Also teach down at HCC and direct as well. So I've been here since 2012, and then became chair of the department in, I believe, 2017.
And so just delight us with some of the names of the shows that you've done.
Delight you.
Please.
There's quite a bit at this point, and I've just been very lucky and very fortunate with such a good group of people that I'm working with. Some of the crowd favorites would be Incident at Vichy, which is an Arthur Miller play that we did in 2017. Dracula we did in 2015. Almost Maine, which was the first play that I put up, that was in the spring of 2013. Cave Story, which is an original piece by Roddy Barnes that was done in 2014. Fuddy Mears, which is one of the more recent ones. Right before Elephant Man, we went into rehearsals for Elephant Man before that had to be stopped because of the pandemic.
So what do you think students or community members get out of doing theater? I'm sure some of the GCC students have gone on to do professional theater a lot. Mm-hmm. It just lasts as a passion or an interest of theirs. What do you see your students getting out of it?
Well, it's really different for every student. I'd hate to speak for them. Some of them are majors in theater, and some of them are business majors, or and just had a curiosity, an itch that they wanted to scratch, and so it really depends on why they went into it, I think, initially. And then when they come out of it, I have heard from many students, it's enjoyable, but it has discipline as well. So it's kind of like enjoyable work or fun work, I guess. Yeah. They like the discipline. At first, I think they push back against the discipline, some of them. But then later on, they appreciate it, and it helps them with either theater later on in their life, or if they decide to go professional or work in the business in some capacity, or they are, starting a business or going into law or something like that. They appreciate the discipline later on, but it's not always an easy thing to teach. I think initially, but I try to stick with it because I want them to not be too surprised once they get out into the real world of theater. So we try to replicate that as best we can.
We are talking to Tom Geha, GCC, the terrific arts emphasis at Greenfield Community College. I know personally the theater stuff that goes on there, the music department there, the art department there. These are the things that make humanity rich. We're going to be back with Jackie and with Tom right after these messages. Stay with us.
This is the Afternoon Buzz with Buz Eisenberg, 101.5 WHMP. This is the Afternoon Buzz with Buz Eisenberg, 101.5 WHMP.
So, the Elephant Man is going to be on an outdoor stage, which they are creating for the play. So I'm curious about that. And I thought maybe, Tom, you could talk about the Catherine Sloan Theater, which is wonderful too.
Oh, yeah. Yes, well, for Elephant Man, we, because of the safety protocols in place, and we just don't know where the variants are going to go for the spring, even though GCC is, and all the community colleges are having a vaccine mandate starting in January. We just want to be safe and keep the audience safe and the actors safe. So we decided to do Elephant Man on the front lawn and of GCC, the main campus. We're going to actually tie it in with some student activities. We're in the planning stages of that right now, so a chance where students can come and almost kind of like, I hope I'm not getting ahead of myself here, but like a carnival kind of atmosphere, which fits with the Elephant Man, if you know the story. And then as far as the stage, we haven't made final plans on that yet, if it's going to be a wooden platform stage. But we are, John Iverson and I, who is the master carpenter who I've partnered with on many shows, and teaches stagecraft at GCC. We haven't gotten into finalizing the details of what the stage is going to be. But we do know it's going to be on the front lawn. And we keep playing with the idea of having this kind of a pop-up theater and creating something like that where we have outdoor lights that are weatherproof, so that, we can just do theater outside at any time that we'd like, so that we have that option. And especially now that the Sloan, our main theater, is being renovated, which is something very exciting that we've been waiting for quite a long time.
Are you adding seats or just sprucing it up?
Oh, well, for the Sloan, we are... they're doing lots of things with it, things that much needed. The biggest thing is, we're making the dressing room bigger. At one point, it was like a walk-in closet, and I mean a very small walk-in closet. I know, Jackie, you had seen it before, and so we wanted to expand that, sort of expanding the dressing room. We're having a stagecraft work area for the class, flexible staging for student-directed projects. And more up-to-date equipment, so that it's really just more student-friendly. So the students can go in there and have a blank canvas, so to speak. And right now, it's just it doesn't have all those much-needed things, and it has a lot of stuff that we don't need anymore, which is now outdated.
Right.
So we're really, really excited that by hopefully by the fall, that's the plan, is the beginning of the fall, we have it open.
Jackie, if I may interrupt, Jackie, in the 5 minutes that we have, could you tell us about this is an extraordinary story about an historical figure at a time when when in London they had freak shows where people who were born with disabilities were displayed to people for a coin or two. So could you talk about the content of the show?
Yeah, well, it's believed that Joseph Merrick, who was later, referred to as John Merrick, had Proteus syndrome, which causes these growths on the body. And at that time, if you had anything like that, you either went to a workhouse, you were often shunned by your family, and very difficult to get a job, let alone have anybody supporting you. So oftentimes they were the only job they could get at these circuses or freak shows, as they called them. And so that was the life in 1884. The play takes place in 1884 to 1890. And that was the life in England at that time. It's fascinating. This play is really I think you, Buzz, mentioned where in the break. What drew me to this? It's really about the inner life and the outer life of this character, of this man, and how we perceive a person from the outside and what's actually going on in the inside for the person. And I love that Bernard Pomerantz, who's the playwright, he suggests and wants the actor to not wear any prosthetics and to really just alter his body slightly, and And I find that, I think a lot, I've stuck with that because I think it's really important for you to look past that kind of element, that curiosity element, and to look at the person. And I think that's what draws me to it. Not to mention the mystery. It has a mystery to it. This play has a mystery, and it's also very, very funny. Mm-hmm. And I really enjoy the comedy of this piece. Mm-hmm. And so I think it's a really wonderful play for our time. It's kind of timeless in a way, and I think it's really going to fit in with where we are right now as a society.
And Jackie, you too are an actor, and I know that what I love about this, and I'm thinking about the movie, which is an incredible movie, but what I love about it is it's really all about human dignity. Mm-hmm. Within, as Tom says, within and without, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yep. So I was there for some rehearsals, and I saw your incredible Jimmy Murphy playing that role. How did you find him? Did you just audition people and he showed up? Because he is just so perfect for this role.
He's wonderful. And, we have such a wonderful cast. When we auditioned, we get a large mix of students and community. And I really like that because a lot of the community oftentimes are actors that, people that have acted in the past, and they bring in this experience and this dedication, and that in turn teaches, they're great examples for the students that are involved in the production. So I was lucky. I got, we had an audition and we had a large amount of people, and I can give you some of the cast members are Kyle Dargis is playing Frederick Treves. Chris Devine is playing Cargom. We have a couple alumni in there, Mike Toronzo and Laura Toronzo. John Merrick, like you said, is played by Jimmy Murphy, who's from UMass.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but we have about 25 seconds. Can you tell people how to get, how to look for tickets and how to learn more about GCC Theater?
Sure. You can go to the website, which is www.gcc.mass.edu, and type in search theater, and it will pop up on the theater page there. Again, www.gcc.mass.edu. And Facebook, there's a presence on there as well as YouTube. We have a YouTube page for GCC Theater. You can see some of the videos and snippets from past productions, which has become pretty popular lately.
Fantastic.
Okay, we're going to have to leave it there. Jackie, thank you so much for bringing Tom on today, and thank you for another great Playbill. Everybody, have a great evening.
Thank you, Jackie.
Join us tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Happy talk, keep talking happy talk. Talk about things you'd like to do.
This is the Afternoon Buzz.